if you can get the velocity right.
All right, guys, mind your P's and Q's. We're live.
Yeah. Now, don't take that down too small, Jay. Just take it down to the 2 inches that you need. You don't have to put a little nubby bit on it, and you need all the thickness you can get.
Yep, and I went live because I tried 3 times to talk and I couldn't get a word in, so I just went live and started.
You need to have a louder voice. Tell us to shut up.
It's called being assertive.
Yeah.
Like I do when everybody's yakking.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I told Eva the other night. I was like, man, when Robo starts getting loud, that means everybody else needs to shut up because he's fixing to tell Jay something. Or he's just tired of listening to all the chitter chatter and gets to the comments.
I know. I like to. I feel bad when people are commenting in the chat and they don't get acknowledged, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
I'd gotten on Charles's last night, and between having Brooklyn on top of me, the dogs on top of me, and all that, I couldn't get more than a howdy involved, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. See y'all. And then I had to come over there. Then I had to come over here and give Blair crap for having his squeaky butt chair.
That is why I'm on mute.
It was a family affair, was it, Jamison?
Hold on just a second. The boss is asking me a question.
Oh, got to answer that.
Matter of fact, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go try to find my WD-40.
All right. Good morning, Dave.
Yeah.
Dave from Portal Woodworks was in. I got
your name
right.
Howdy, Dave.
I got your name right for a change, sorry.
Hey, Dr. Bob. He's in the chat.
How you going, Dr. Bob?
Good day, Dr. Bob.
Yeah, good day.
Howdy, Dr. Bob.
We're slowly turning him Australian.
Yeah. But it's so refreshing to sit down with this group over what you hear around anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jamison, what was that?
What did you say right before I muted myself, Robo?
Oh, I said a family affair with the dog and Brooke and everybody.
Howdy, Jup.
Hey, Justin.
How you going, Justin?
Yeah, and there's times where even I get claustrophobic. That ain't very often. I mean, I'll crawl on the wing of a aircraft. I don't care, but sometimes I get I just need some space.
Yep.
Hello, John Naves.
G'day, John. John N's in.
Hello.
John N.
How you going, John?
Justin says, great, just chilling after yesterday, big day.
Yeah, just to fill you in there, Sarge, his mother-in-law died the other day and the funeral was yesterday.
Well, sorry to hear that, Justin. And yeah, I got a live to do tomorrow on a funeral. My uncle passed away a couple days ago. So it's rough times. Some of that stuff, I know, not to put anybody down or make light of this subject, but some of it is normal. The people passing away, that's normal. How they pass away may not always be so. And I understand it does hurt no matter what. That's always going to be the case.
Yeah, it's just sad when it's not in numerical order, if you can understand that, like mothers, fathers, and then children. It's worse when a child passes away.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that
So,
that mother and 3 children they found, Robbo.
Sorry, what?
Did you hear the news?
Yeah, that one in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Mother and 3 children. And
Did you hear the result? That the father didn't do it. It was a murder suicide.
Oh, what? She did it?
Yep.
Oh, I'll be buggered.
Yep.
It's rather sad.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Bob, what are you up to?
Oh, not a lot. I was busy putting new bandsaw tires on today. That was a Christmas present.
Did you get on that chat with the guy, the crew from the UK or Europe or whatever?
Yeah, I was talking about spalting. That was the topic today. How do you do it? What woods do it better? And the person that had drawn it as a topic knew nothing about it and couldn't find much. But lo and behold, 5, 6 people there had been doing it before, and they decided that there's a college professor that actually, it's in the Pacific Northwest somewhere, that her specialty is spalting in woods. She, I believe, has a PhD in spalting in nature. She's got a book and she demonstrates. So it was agreed that they're going to contact her, and for one of our meetings, we're going to have her.
Yeah, no, she's a very, very clever lady, that one. I've actually read a couple of her books.
Justin says, nice one, Doctor. A bandsaw is next on his list after I find a second lathe. Sorry, Dr. Bob. Yeah. Now, the few minutes that I was in there, it was pretty interesting, the chatter they had. Of course, I think they were just, saying hi and getting figuring out what the weather was like everywhere and what have you. But
yeah, they start at 2:30, quarter, within a few minutes of that. But everybody, you get in a half hour early just to BS.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you ought to try Tuesday of next week or next Friday. It's always
I'll have
Tuesdays
to try
and
Friday.
Fridays.
Yeah. John Nave wants to know who we're talking about. I'm guessing the professor.
I can't think of her name.
I can't offhand either. But if you do a Google search on Spalting, her name will come up.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, she's got a website, spaltingwood.com or spaltedwood.com.
No, I don't think it's Dr. Spalting, but
no, it's just the word spalting.
Yeah.
Wood, one word, spaltingwood.com. And she's got a book on Amazon, which is internationally known. And it's Spalting 101.
Yeah, that's the one I've read.
What? How wide should I go on the Stenham?
At least 5 mil if you can get it. Anyway.
All right. Well, it's 4. It's close.
Yeah.
So I was thinking the resin turned out so good, I might try it on some more bowls.
Yeah, why not? Just see if you can get it even across the bottom.
Yeah. I need to go and buy some more black gloves. I can't remember what the name of them are, but it's
Nitride.
Yeah, that's it. They don't react with resin like the latex ones do.
You've got to be careful about which gloves suit which resin too, because some resins will dissolve nitride gloves and some will dissolve the the other ones.
No, not these ones. It was recommended by the people that make the resin.
Right. Yeah, well, that's what you have to go by.
Yeah.
What's up, Jamie? JP Woodworks in.
Ah, hello, JP.
How you going, JP?
You wouldn't get much spalting there in Australia, would you?
Oh, yes, we can in certain species. Generally, our hardwoods.
I've got it in peppercorn Ian.
Yeah, generally our hardwoods don't get much spalting in it.
How about northern, up in the, I don't know what you'd call it there, but the jungles? Humidity, heavy humidity and water.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never turned many of their timbers from up that way.
I've got spalted blackwood and spalted peppercorn. That's only because it was been left out in the elements forever.
Yeah.
Justin says, I haven't seen the variety here that I've seen online.
Now, did you reset those calipers from yesterday, Jay? Back to 2-inch? Right, good lad. JP's saying that Woodsley Summercraft has videos on creating fake spalting. I like that clock that he did with the bicycle parts. I thought that was pretty cool for his premiere yesterday or whatever it was, Jamie. We got 2 Jamies in Unreal.
That's why I don't mind being Sarge, since we already got it today.
Oh, they're multiplying. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Now migrating to your site.
Yeah. Yeah, because Unless we get yelled at, we at least get a couple more extra words in here.
Hey, Dad, feel it.
Two Jamies don't make a right. Good one. Hey, Steve. Steve Combs is in.
I'll get in first. Could I use sexy devil before dark gets in there?
Oh,
He's good for laugh anyway, the old dark.
Uh-huh. Jamie says, my beard is catching you day by day, Steve. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, I think everybody in lockdown's getting that.
Yeah, I decided to go with the full beard for a little while until it gets warmer around here.
but there are drawbacks for a beard.
Yeah.
It's like eating ice cream cone.
I don't consider that a drawback. It means you can have the rest later.
Yeah. You just gotta comb it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then this time of year, for at least over here, is those daggone snot boogers that freeze in your beard.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
In Alaska, though, it would just be your
beard
the
itself.
pressure from your mouth,
Hmm.
just breathing. You notice if you've seen all these big parkas for Arctic wear, and they have the big hoods that fold back, and that's how we wear them with the ruff this way. Ideally, when you're really in really bad weather, you put them forward so it's a tunnel, because that way your breath keeps that area in front of your face in that tunnel warm. And when you inhale, you're not inhaling the ice cold air because it's coming through that fur-lined tunnel. But that's something you have to be there to learn. And they tell you, and that you don't believe them, then you try it, and you find out you don't end up breaking your mustache off by accident. I speak from experience. It happened to me the first winter I was there.
One of our teachers at school had one of the handlebar mustache, that came right out. He waxed it every day so that it stood out past his face. It did. It was bloody a phenomenal mow, like Salvador Dali's. Yeah, Justin, that could be right. They call it living where the air hurts your face.
You're there, even if you don't have the big parka with the hood sticking out front, then you definitely need a good sized face mask.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to have to disappear for quite a while, so I'll just mute everything. But so I'll catch you when I get back.
Yeah.
All right, Robo.
Okay.
So, Dr. Bob, this afternoon, I had to wait on the girls to get out of school. I had to pick them up at school. And while I was waiting there, the snow flurries that we had, they were coming down in pretty good flakes, good size, and blowing. Wind was blowing bad. I took a video of it and posted it on Facebook. I'm like, this is our snow blizzard. Everybody's like, can't even see the flakes. It's like, yeah. If they actually stuck on the ground, the whole town would shut down. I know when I first moved down here, because I grew up in Iowa, and I first moved down here, and the first time snow touched the ground, all town closed down. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, we wouldn't even get out of school unless we had 2 feet of snow. Sure enough, the next snow was 20 inches. But they're just not equipped down here.
I remember that even as a kid in the late 40s and 50s, we'd have snow and you could actually take a sled to school in the Detroit area. And you'd have enough to play in the snow and you'd make forts in the playground in the winter. Or a group of us one winter decided to make a snowman, and we kept piling it higher and higher and next to the slide. So you used a ladder on the slide to help pile the snow up. So the head sat on top of the slide.
Right.
And the janitor gave us 2 brooms for arms. We made the Detroit news. And then the TV crew came out to take pictures of it. They let school out during the day so the TV crew could have us all around it.
Yeah.
And we go home and tell our parents, and they'd all watch us.
John,
not anymore.
John says, when I was in, I don't know, where were you at, John, when you got 18 inches in 1 hour?
Sioux
City?
How you going, Lewis?
Howdy, Lewis.
I don't know if he's from Michigan. It'd be Sault Ste. Marie. We just call it the Sioux here.
Oh, yeah, that could be. Because I know there's a Sioux City in South Dakota and a Sioux City, Iowa, and all sorts of different ones. Lewis has just come in to say hello, and off to bed he goes.
Yeah, I did say hello to him, but
No, I'm just saying that he just came in. That's all. That he was going to head off to bed.
Just a duck and weave.
Yup. Just like I did last night.
Looks like guest right.
Yep. You got it right. I try not to read too much into some of these comments. I try
That
to.
means that means as a Michigander, he could be a troll, or I don't know. There's also with the Welland Canal a little farther away. It wouldn't be Canada, but
Thanks, Lewis.
He did some shaking and baking. Now he's off to bed.
I remember when Michigan got inundated with snow, but since I came back, and since I left the government working there about 14 years ago, 17, I have to think of how old the kids are here. I haven't seen the snow that I had before.
Yeah.
But once you live in Alaska, nothing else says snow.
Right.
You just look at it and say, that's just the dusting. But it's only 2 foot. Yeah. When you put your mailboxes out for the mailman, if there's mail delivery, they're on a post and then on a bar that comes way out. So the mailman driving down the road can put the mail in, but it's got to extend out, and it has to be high enough up so the snowplow can go by underneath the mailbox. That clears the mailbox. Otherwise, when they come to plow the shoulder, they'll take the box.
Yeah.
I know the first time I saw it during summer months, I just wondered, why would you stick it way out that far? It was like 15 feet, almost 20-foot. A long pole is a 2-inch pole, steel pipe that came out. At least where I was, it had 4 boxes on it for the 2 neighbors across the road and the 2 on my side. And then I learned what snow was.
Oh yeah. And what cold was. I'm sure. I know it gets real cold there in Michigan, especially when you get that. What do they call that? The lake wind effects. Oh
Yes.
man.
Yes. When it comes in off the lake. Yeah. And especially if the lake has been, because the lake is like small ocean.
Right.
So the Great Lakes don't act as if they're the typical lake because they have
Right.
tides.
Right.
Can someone send the link that I sent you in Messenger? Can someone send that to Steve? Has anyone got his email? Because I tried posting it in YouTube, and it's coming up on the Facebook page, but YouTube's not allowing it for some reason. So, and I know he doesn't have Facebook.
Huh. I thought I seen you posted on here, and I guess they took it off.
No, it got accepted onto Facebook, but not YouTube.
I
Right.
just posted it on YouTube.
Thank you.
Huh.
Thank you, Blair.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Nice boy.
Lake effect snow. Yeah.
Yeah, we get lake effect snow here. We've got the Great Salt Lake, and when a storm comes over that lake, everything to the north usually gets pounded.
Yeah, the first time I ever had to drive a big truck in the snow was I was going down from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I forget the name of the mountain down at the bottom. It was like in the southeast corner of the state, but I had to drive that in the middle of the night. And just before I started up the mountain, it was white, side to side. Nobody had even been up it yet. I got about 3/4 of the way up, and my windshield wiper blades froze up. So I had to pull off on one of them little exits, those little emergency exits. And by the time I got everything ready and back in, I was in the back of the line. And we were doing like 10 miles an hour, and it seemed like everything was going good. From where I started at, it was 2 lane, but then it opened up to 4, but they only had the outside lane cleared. Then all of a sudden, I seen a car right behind another big truck, about 2 cars up. He started getting sideways and going back and forth, back and forth. So I started easing on my brakes, easing on my brakes. All of a sudden, the closer I got, the more brake I had to use. And I looked off to the left side. Here comes my trailer up the side. The back of the trailer's coming around the side of me. I was like, oh, good grief. So just before I got up to him, I let off the brakes and I slid into the center lane, and I was able to get through. But man, I'll tell you what, I've never had dirty clothes as bad as I did that night. Boy, that's a nice grain on that wood.
Hey, John, where do you live?
It's
The one
drinking
nice thing
time.
about the one nice thing about Michiganders, everybody has and carries a map around with them, so it's easy to sit and point to where it is
Right.
because all we are is a
Enjoy.
big mitt.
See, we can have a drink together. You just got to get your denatured alcohol.
I'm sure I can go in my wife's crap room. I'm sure she's got something in there. I think she uses that to strip the epoxy off of her cups.
Yep. Or acetone or something.
How did those cups turn out last night, Jay, with the resin?
Yeah, not too bad. I didn't check to make sure it had completely covered the bottom, but it did a good job. I just missed a couple of spots. I've got them outside curing still, but
Oh yeah,
so that was a split in the middle there, and the resin went right through.
right.
A little bit, only leaked out that little tiny bit right there. So, but I had we weren't too sure if the resin was going to stick to the sides because I already had clear gloss in there, and it stuck. It stuck better to the sides than the bottom. And the funnel that I did yesterday too, or the other day, sorry, I put some green fake diamantes in the bottom of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Uh,
That was the one that blew off the sides, wasn't it?
nah,
Like
No.
right up there at the
That's
top.
like the really thin one.
this was the day before this
Oh,
one.
okay. Oh, yeah. All right. I've lost track of days and weeks and
Yeah, they just get blended into each other, don't they?
yeah.
Well, the one from the day before, now as an idea, take the chips on the side where it broke out and a little fancy knife or Dremel or something and make those equal on both sides like you would an ashtray, to indent the sides a bit, curve them in to hide the fact that they broke. And that's where you lay your chopsticks across the bowl.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want to try and make the bowls about that diameter if I can.
You eat that much?
Yeah. Look at this. Do you think I'll get this by eating little meals? No, I'd rather be full at tea time than coming back for nibblies and munchies an hour or two later.
Yeah, but you don't want to geek out on carbs. You're not training for something. You don't need to have the extra carbs to burn. That turns into fat.
Yep. That's me. Fried Albert. I don't remember that show. Was the microphone stopped working or something?
Well, Jay is concerned now you've started with resin. Because
Justin
put you on the dark side.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin.
No, see, the only thing he doesn't know is that I've been doing resin for years. I just got into wood turning and stopped resining. I don't really see much point in, unless you've got a massive crack that you want to fill in adding resin to wood, because most of the time they lay that off. What's the point in that?
Unless if it's an art piece, then
no, don't get me wrong. If it's filling in a crack and it makes it look nice, but if they're just doing it, pouring 3 liters of resin and then turning 2 liters of that resin off. Like,
Yeah,
What's-
not me.
I don't know. I like the beauty in the wood. I don't really see much point in adding resin to it unless it's necessary, I suppose.
I agree totally. Though I don't know, I think I've mentioned it, but I had an urn to do once, and I had to have an opening in the side.
Yep.
So they could see the ashes. So
Okay.
I filled it before I got it fully turned. I cribbed it and I filled it with resin and let it sit overnight and turned it away as part of the wood. And that got me into doing stuff like that. I've done little things like that since for fun.
Yep. No, the only other resining I've ever done is just trinkets, just stuff to make just crap, really. Oh.
Jewelry.
Yeah. Intricate
okay,
stuff
casting.
like that. Yeah. He's got dust all over him.
You know, you could if you had a project that you turned that just didn't go right, that is unique enough so you could take and glue that into something.
Yeah. Got other stuff like hearts.
Make it look like it's that. Make it look as if it's looking out at you. Oh, that would be good for a goblet or tumbler or glass.
Yep. Yeah, it's a couple of stuff there, you know. Honestly, I much prefer doing wood at the moment. Too many bad results from resin and not as many bad results from wood. So there's another one.
Yeah, those are really cool, Jay.
Yeah.
Justin says, Jay is starting resin. Welcome to the dark side, my friend.
Yeah.
Bailey is in.
How you going, Chris?
I can never remember your first name, Chris. I'm sorry.
Chris is
I'll get it eventually, I promise.
Valley Woodworks. And JP is Jamie Page.
Yeah.
That's one
And
thing.
I haven't said hi to everybody in the chat. Hi, everybody in the chat. Steve, Chris, John.
That link that you put in the YouTube chat, that never come up for me, Blair.
Interesting. Hold on, I'll try it again and see if it does it.
Justin, if you've got time, try it too. Try and add the link. Quite weird. I think it's treat time, Dr. Bob.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so I put it in pop-out chat to YouTube, and it popped in. I don't know if everybody can see it or not. It's not in StreamYard chat.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't get it.
Justin says, whatever you call yourself on screen, that's what we're going to call you. Laugh out loud. How's that?
Eva's in. Welcome, Eva.
Hello, she's still working on her computer.
How you going, Eva?
That's really crazy. I don't understand why it's not letting me put that link in there.
Yeah.
Jay, did you do something bad?
Nah. It won't even let the host put a link in, Blair. It won't even let me put a link in. How weird's that?
That's weird.
I've just done it, and it told me, it says it's worked. It's got no red thing underneath it saying, no, it's not going to work. We're going to be tards and,
Yeah.
But also when I click on the 3 dots on the side of the link that I've just put up, there's nothing there. It won't let me access any of the options. So, I don't know.
Yeah, same here. It won't let me do it. I'm not sure I've got Steve on Instagram or not.
No.
How about Messenger, Facebook?
Or
No,
Messenger. Sorry.
he doesn't have Messenger. He doesn't have Facebook. He's got email, and that's it. That's how he, Charles and that get in contact with him.
Gotcha.
It's coming up. It's coming up in the Facebook chat as the links are being posted, but that's no good to us when he doesn't have Facebook.
Right?
All right.
What?
Cat said, look, no hands, no pewter. And then Steve Combs says, give the poor pup a treat, Dr. Bob.
I just did. That's where he went.
That's the dogs next door now
Yeah.
at my house.
And then Justin says, I don't see yours, Blair, but I can see mine. I'm sure he's talking about links or what he's talking about.
Justin? Is that Justin?
Yeah, Justin.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
Cat,
I can't even see the links come up, Justin, so I don't know what's going on.
now, I could have swore I seen it come up earlier. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, you might have seen the Facebook one.
No, I wasn't monitoring that though. No, I seen it come up on Pop Out Chat on YouTube. And then Cat says no sound yet, though I sort it soon. Oh, she's trying to get her computer set up. Steve said hi. John Dave says I don't see either link. Cat says hi everybody. Steve Combs says I appreciate it, but that's okay, Jay. John Dave says Twilight Zone. Steve Combs says nope. And Cat says it's weird with slightly curved screen.
Oh, she bought a curved screen the other day.
Oh yeah, curved, right? Curved like concave.
Yeah, she needs to put a V where the V is.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure. I mean, there are. I've never heard of a curved TV, but I'm not making fun of anybody. I just trying to read it out. I see it.
Yeah.
Everybody else can fill the blanks in later.
They were invented for gamers, so they could sit up to it, and it at the limit of your peripheral vision would be the part of the curve. So as long as you look straight ahead, it looked like things were coming into you side to side.
Yeah.
I know my nephew has one. It took him, he said, about 6 weeks of gaming to get used to it.
Yes.
And it made everything more realistic.
I think if I sat up that close to the TV, I'd definitely get a headache.
Yeah, that's what he's got. But
a headache.
It depends where your peripheral vision ends. So if you turn your head, that's different. Look straight ahead, and then where does it end? And it's interesting. If you turn your head, we're so used to turning our head to be able to include the vision around us once it hits past peripheral. But these gamers have to learn to stare at it in just the right way And then you can actually get spooked from the side, particularly if you've got a surround sound headset or a surround sound system. It's like you catch stuff from the corner of your eye.
I think they can keep that technology. I think I'd get motion sickness or something from it.
Yeah, some do. It takes a while.
I could never have a handle having 3 screens. That was too much.
Oh. Yeah, Brendan here for his gaming computer has a 60 or 70 inch main screen, and then he borrowed one of my other smaller ones next to it. He plays on the big one, and the second one is a bunch of who's doing what where, the chat on the game, stuff like that they want to keep track of.
Do they do play any VR games with a headset?
Oh, well, yeah, we got a guy here, one of the other kids. He, I forgot what they call it, but he just got one, and you got the 2 handheld units that you can play with it.
Yep.
That move stuff around.
Yeah, my cousin, I bought a cheap one that you just put your phone in, and you have the thing in your hand so you can move around and stuff. But my cousin bought a really expensive one, and he had it for a whole 2 weeks, and it was actually making him sick. Quite literally, he could not get used to the realism of it. Just it was,
yeah.
He was so devastated because he loved his other cheaper ones and was quite keen. This one connected to his computer because he's got a bloody $7,000 or $8,000 computer, whatever. Most should be even more than that these days. But yeah, forever updating.
Yeah, Oculus they call it, the Oculus.
All right, John. Hopefully, all your livestock's still intact and they're all fed.
My son has an Oculus, and he loves it.
And Kat said,
Future.
I was just trying to catch up on this so that nobody got left out. What only sound in one headset? Blah, bad. And you talk about curved screens. Mine is so little curved that it's not too bad. So I guess hers must just have a little bit of edges to them.
Just enough to be called curved, eh?
Yeah.
You take one of the old school screens from the old TVs, how they curved out, and just turn it around the other way, and there's your curved screen.
Right. The old tube screen.
Yeah.
Had more junk in the back than they had in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. High voltage transformer of 25,000 volt for flyback.
The magnets always came in handy for something when your TV was busted.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever used to have the magnets? They'd cave in on the back, and you'd get just a thin line going across your TV, and if you whack the top hard enough, it makes the magnets jump back into place.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we always beat on the TVs for.
You're showing your age, dude.
Yeah.
Which one?
Both of you.
I was around before remote controls. When I was the remote control.
We were the remote controls.
That's right. You can sit close to the TV, love. Now change the channel.
Move the rabbit ears. Nope, to the right. No, the other right.
Yeah.
I gotta stay right there.
You know what the worst part was? When I grabbed hold of the actual antenna, it got the best reception.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be like, no, grab it again.
I'll put the aluminum foil on. And y'all remember those the projectors? They were like almost like movie projectors, but you can get them for your house, where they'd have a screen and then they'd have like the 3 primary color lights, and that would show the whole picture.
Yeah.
And they took up about half a living room.
Well, they used to have them that you had the 3 guns, but the bottom of the TV set was really big and it was deep, and the guns were in the bottom and they reflected off of a mirror to a screen.
Right.
And you couldn't. They were very, very expensive to set up, and if you moved furniture, you had to get someone to come out to realign the guns to the screen, put the test pad. It was easy, but I was able to charge $25 for. I could do it in 5 minutes, but for $25, I'd try to give them 10 minutes. You'd flip it in and put the test pattern in, and then you'd simply tweak the guns one by one until everything lined up on the test pattern, and then you'd turn it off and take your money and go.
Right. Take your money and
I
run.
used to repair, in high school, I repaired TV sets for a Saturday job. And friends, I get calls on it. They'd bring them to school and on a bus, because we were a rural school, and they'd bring their parents' TV set and sit it in the electronics room. And I knew what that was for. Had a big selection of tubes, made a little extra money on the side.
Speaking of big old TVs, our first flat screen was not real a flat screen. It was when they first started coming out, and sat on a big old console and all that. Well, we had a lightning storm here, and it blew out the tube or whatever in the TV. So we had to put it in the back of our truck and drag it like 40 miles, I think, down the road to the nearest place that would fix that TV. It wasn't so bad going down because we took the topper off. But then on the way back, my dad wouldn't take the topper off, and I had to sit there and hold it all the way home in the back of the truck. Oh, that stunk so bad.
How you going, Eva?
Hello, I'm doing fine. I don't like the new headset. It's a bucket sound, and I don't know how the mic is.
It sounds fine, actually.
Yeah, sounds good.
Nice and bright, not muffled.
It sounds much better than your last one.
It does. Oh, that's good. That's nice.
Steve says hi, Eva.
Hi, Steve, John, Nabe, and Bailey.
Sorry, Eva.
It's okay. It's your channel.
Can someone, any one of you lot, can you go and grab everyone's YouTube channel and chuck it in the chat, please?
Well, it's either Monkey or Blair has to do that. Those are the Spanish guys.
If you got any time, that is, please. Pretty please, with shit and sugar on top.
Put your link in?
No, don't worry about mine. No one wants to see
Be right
that.
back.
Are you talking about like Jups and
Yeah, or mainly just the people that are in the panel, but you can put everyone else's in as well if you like. Go for it.
It's all you, Sarge.
I think Steve Combs is chasing some more subscribers too. I think he's nearly up to 100 or something. So
yeah, I was gonna say he was like at 97 when I was subscribed earlier.
some people could go and subscribe to him and bump him up a bit, you know.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah, I
you
noticed that,
your own
Chris.
premiere.
Yeah. I got there and I thought, well, this is odd. Not even Chris has said anything yet. So I said hello, and there was no reply. And I was like, oh, well, he'll be around somewhere eventually. And no, he didn't show up. It was a good I like it. What are you going to call it? He made like he hollowed out 2 pieces of wood, like 2 bowls, joined them together, and then stuck lead lights in there and resin.
Yeah.
And then carved a pattern on the outside. It looked really cool. It looks like I think it looks like a lava egg.
You're gonna have to check that out, Chris. That sounds cool.
You should. It looks good. Good idea. I like it.
Yeah, for me, tomorrow is really fun.
Yeah.
I've got an online club meeting for people from Western Michigan.
Yep.
And they're big like us, so a lot of their smaller local clubs within that region or area, they join, so they come to attend it, because that way you can afford to have good demonstrators, but you have a wider variety of people that can help you.
Yes.
Like we do with our club. And then I'm in Cindy's class tomorrow afternoon.
Yep.
I enjoy watching Cindy turn. She's really good at it. I've learned a lot. I keep forgetting to give her my address again because I won an award out of her last one last year.
Yeah, I don't mind watching it either. I'm trying to save up so I can go away in a couple of months. So.
Where are you going to?
Robbo's house.
Oh, that's a vacation?
Yeah. It will be for Amber. It won't be for me. I don't mind because I'm quite happy to go there and learn and maybe have a go on his 40-foot lathe and stuff like that, you know.
You're still going to do your lives from there, aren't you?
I don't know about that, to be honest.
It was quite noisy, this computer too.
His internet is a lot less than mine. I'm not really sure if I could put up with the glitchiness.
I'm just lucky right now. At least where I'm at, we're in the lap of luxury when it comes to speed.
Yeah, same here. I'm getting 100 megaseconds, so, and then I think Robbo's only getting about 25 megaseconds. Big difference.
Let's see, what's it running now? Let me hit and do a speed test.
Oh, Jesus, that was a big C disc. Twice as big as the last.
What'd you get, Eva? Couple terabyte?
Not in the C disc, but it was, let's see, the C disc is 430.
Oh, is it a solid state drive, that one?
But that's the one that sits on the motherboard.
All right, is that the really small one?
And then I have a terabyte extra.
Yep.
But that will fill up fast.
I've got about 15 to 20 terabyte of data I've collected over the years.
Wow. That's enough. A lot.
Yeah.
Well, they're picture. Well, 90% of them are pictures of places I've been and friends and stuff like that. And then I also have a lot of film work. when I used to do commercial motion picture work, I kept a lot of that stuff on the side. It wasn't, you wouldn't see any of my stuff in the movie theater, though I did help shoot an IMAX scene on the Grand Canyon. And that was interesting.
That's how it
Well, my
looks.
internet speed. Right now, my download is 870 megabits. Uploads only 57.
It's not too badly curved though. And I love this one. That's my Oculus.
Yeah. Hard to find where the camera is on this tablet.
Jamison, this is that bowl you were talking about.
And this.
That's not a bad speed.
Hold on. Oh yeah, that's the one.
No, thank you. That is much better. Is that? Oh, you have this extra tablet. My phone is not bigger than this.
Oh,
Yeah, my phone's
I
not
done
that big.
subscribed it.
You have a nice sized phone.
I got vision problems, so I try to get a big screen. But when I travel, I like it because I can flip it sideways and watch movies and stuff like that without straining.
Yeah,
So I have a big picture.
that's nice. So, let's go down to smaller and do what I usually do.
Oh, so that's what it is. I'll tell you, your plate looked good on the backside.
Just
It's
a talk.
you. I need to do something about this light.
Yes, you got too much on you. The camera is washing it out. Is it a LED light?
I suspect it is, yes. That's why it's so.
Well, put a handkerchief over it because they don't get hot. If it was an incandescent light, then it might melt it or start a fire.
But it's just a screen. That's the problem.
Oh, it's reflection from the screen. You got a bright
Yeah.
screen.
That's what it is.
It's washing you out.
Maybe
Yep.
just turn your contrast down a little bit, maybe.
That's what I'm. Sometimes it's just.
She's just scary in her ghostly way.
Hers does kind of what mine does. If I sit too close, I've got dual monitors, and so if I've got two different screens open, it washes me out.
Yeah. Well, so do we do change your name, Eva, to Caspar?
Casper.
That's better.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
Casper the friendly ghost.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm super friendly.
Okay, you keep
might
that
be
name.
Eva, see if
I
under
don't-
your camera controls you can make some change to the intensity of the camera. Sometimes they let you adjust the camera.
Well. Oh, Papa.
I know
This
something
is how I.
Eva.
See, you can tweak it.
Turn your monitor off. That'll fix it.
So Jay, Chris is asking, how does the flakes work?
I've got it. I've got it melting in
Metho?
methylated spirits or denatured alcohol, depending on what part of the planet you're from. Same thing. I've got it melting in here.
Yep.
When it's a complete liquid and there's no flakes left, I'll add some walnut oil and I'll be done with it. Put it in me squirt bottle.
Yep. I give you credit. Not many people do that, or kudos, that one phrase is.
Yeah,
I do my own shellac too. But
Yep.
today people, you make it, just go buy it. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
But you don't
Ah.
get what you want.
You don't always get what you want.
I bought it once, and then Sid told me how it was made, and I was devastated that I paid so much for it, and it was so watered down. I was like, right, I'm making it myself from now on. This cost me this kilo cost me $60 of flakes, and I can make like a, I could fill this up 10 times, this one container.
Yeah.
So makes the difference, that's for sure.
Yeah, and the nice thing, the dry shellac doesn't go bad. But once you mix it up, then it does.
Yeah. I've just got a 215 mil bottle, and I don't even really fill that. I've got a sauce bottle, but the light gets through it too much and wrecks it. Tends to make it go a darker brown after a while for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you could use those
way too high.
Those tinted mason jars.
Sorry, Jameson, what was that?
I said maybe you could store them in tinted mason jars.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I was trying this that was a bit more not so clear. It's kept out of the sun in the shed anyway.
Right.
The doors are open, but yeah.
Yeah.
No sense making too much of it and wasting it. When you, Jamison, when you're looking at buying lathes and stuff, a good dust system would be good too. Like they've got a couple of different ones. You can get the ones that go down, and they've got the big mouth that's right behind your lathe that catches your shavings, and then you can get another one that catches the finer dust, and that's like an air one. It actually sits on your roof, it bolts to your roof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that catches all the finer stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got both.
There's some stuff out there, and you can get ripped off with a lot of stuff, and yeah, it all depends on how much you want to turn, really. And you don't want your kids coming in and grandkids coming in and getting dust in their lungs and stuff. So
right.
And that stuff goes everywhere. It's worse than going to the beach. Come home and you got sand everywhere in those unforgivable places.
Right.
This fine sawdust is worse.
Sand down under.
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
It's a little bit better now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, the brightness were up all to 9.5. I put it down to 5.5.
Much better.
Is that better? We can actually see your face now.
Yep.
Freeze frame.
However, why is your name Gatlin?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Why is my name
that?
Gatlin? Why are you seeing all my mess behind there?
Because the camera's better now.
It's Robo. He named me that. Yeah, I had to. Now you can see the things or all the car boxes behind me. I just did like that.
Green screen.
Gatlin, because she's like a Gatling gun. Once you start her, you just.
Robo is back.
Hey Shay, welcome.
There you go.
You're welcoming.
Hi Shay.
Hey,
I
guys.
just finish off the little panda. I almost said not the panda, but the tiger. Not the tiger. The cheetah, perhaps in English.
Yeah, you got that right. Score one for the
Got a
cat.
computer and she's hitting the jug.
Whoa!
Hard work
Jesus.
putting all this computer stuff together. Not all
There you go,
plug and
look.
play anymore.
I've tried to add the
It
stream
was.
into the chat, right? And it's come up and said, YouTube rejected your comment. This is fairly common when sharing a link. You may need to share it another way. That's what comes up on YouTube for me, and it gets sent to Facebook every time, which is kind of frustrating.
Oh my God. Thank you, Jay. How lovely. Now I can throw people out and stuff. I
Lord.
got the power.
World has gone to crap now. A woman's got power.
Oh, God.
You're so lucky I didn't hear you. Oh,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
somebody got
Speaking
mad.
of which, yeah,
Did you just get in trouble for that comment, Jamison?
nope.
Leopard.
Two kids over there.
We say leopard in Sweden. It spells the same, but you said leopard, don't you?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. We say it as it spells. We say leopard. Ah, I love thingy. Yes, it's shiny. Have you made that from a fork? Is it? It's an earring. Do you have a hole in your ear? You have
Huh?
pierced.
What? I got
Yeah,
two
exactly.
over here.
I meant pierced.
Uh,
It gets so funny when you translate it direct from
the other one.
Swedish, because we say you have a hole in the ear. Of course you have a hole in the ear. How can you hear otherwise?
huh?
Huh? Manly selective hearing now.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deaf in one ear, can't hear out the other, too.
Yeah, I know about it, so I have stopped.
Blah.
Stop listening.
Yeah, why should I pay attention to it? It's. Oops! I need to sort my cords out. I don't see anything now on my desk. I can do that. I wanted to test to carve something, but then I would get wood chips everywhere. I don't care.
Just throw a towel over whatever you think you might get them in your keyboard, or that'll help. That'll protect it.
Well, I moved the keyboard.
Good.
I just need to get. I sorted it. I sorted my stuff a bit now, so I now have a little box with all my stuff in.
Uh-huh. Your stash
My stash,
of
yes.
tools.
So the question are, what knife do I want to use? I kind of like the new one I got. You can't see it there. It's nice.
Oh.
The FlexiCut is nice too, but that's apparently not for this type of. And we have that, the best one. So, which one shall we start with? We start with the
It's
walnut.
like Jay's hitting the bottle.
Who said who? What bottle?
The one he's holding in his hand.
You're not gonna see me do anything. Do you want to see when I do it?
Yeah.
Like, I have my little. I spilled my little lamp here in. Let's see. How did I do it? I did it like that last time. Huh? That's a good show. Ah, not today.
Jay, you're
That
going to hollow out the plate
Yeah.
when you finish your bottle?
Yeah, it's walnut oil, but yeah.
Oh, it looked like a beverage bottle.
It can be if you want.
So, how do we want this spoon to look? This is like a... This is going to be a quite small one, I think.
Hey, Dr. Bob, I sent you a
Yeah.
message in private chat.
Robbo didn't last long. Oh, here he is. He's back again. What's going on, Robbo? He's not listening now. He hasn't got his ears on.
Now's the time to talk all the junk you want.
That will work.
I have never used a private chat.
Yeah, half the time I don't even pay attention, but every once in a while I'll look over and you can see a number pop up. That's anybody in the group chat.
Oh, I don't see that bit.
No, neither.
Ah. I can see it too, you know.
Oh, I know. It ain't private. I just, if I really wanted to go private, I'd go to his messenger and send it to him that way.
Well, what do you know?
I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing either. Would that be a good shape with that tip?
I sure don't see it, but I'm using my phone to access the chat.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I forgot.
It's in StreamYard.
Yeah, but if he's on his phone, he either gets the chat or he gets the video. He don't get both.
Ah, okay.
On most of them that I've seen anyway.
Yeah, well, that's what I have. So I see the chat.
Because Joy English had that same problem.
Oh, bummer.
Whoa, nothing's working tonight.
That's a top feature I'd not seen.
Yeah, in StreamYard, you can, if you're on the computer especially, you can either go to the comments or you can go to the private chat.
Oh, okay. On StreamYard private chat. I know.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's why I said StreamYard.
Yeah, she's right. She did say that.
Jesus Christ, this is hard. This is really, really hard wood, I mean.
Is your knife sharp? Just asking, seriously.
I think I'm going to try out something else than a spoon, actually. I need to go dig a little bit. Be right back. So, Steve, is that what you're saying? I tried to start something here.
Yeah, I saw it.
All right.
I saw it.
All right.
Done it in years. It's got a bunch of stuff I used to do when I was doing film work.
Well, if you don't want it in there, I
And
won't
then,
put it in
no, don't bother right now.
there. Okay, no worries. No worries. I was just trying to help everybody out.
Yep.
Where did I put it? Okay, be right back again.
Robert Hodgepodge Woodworks is in the house.
Hello, Robert.
How you going, Robert?
And don't forget Harry. Hi, Harry.
And hello to you,
There he is.
Beaver.
Hey, if Shay's still watching, I sent her a link on private or on Messenger.
Jay, I forgot to ask you, what kind of wood is that on there?
Hello, Hodge.
It's pine. It's just scrap, really. I would like to make some side plates and noodle bowls. I just want to practice with some crappy wood first, and then I'll go visit my local lathe shop and I'll pick out some blanks.
And I'm sorry, tell me again, what kind?
Pine. It's just
Oh.
pallet pine.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I got Steve Combs, Robos, Blair's. I guess I can throw mine in there. I don't have nothing of my stuff.
How you going, Spencer? How are you?
Hi,
So
Spencer.
Spencer,
Oh.
nobody knows. He is actually my stepson. And he was curious about what I was doing tonight. He's the guy I was on the phone with.
Oh, hi, Spencer.
How you going, Spencer?
Yeah, get Shay in here.
Shay said she's sawing a portrait right now. And unfortunately, she can't go as fast as she has her videos on Facebook. So, but she is pretty fast. She said it'll be on later if we're still on.
Yeah, I put a message in the comments before about 10 minutes ago, and I just said to her if she wants to join, she has to go to the Facebook page and get the link from there because YouTube's being a tard.
Well, I just gave her that Facebook or the YouTube link off of Messenger.
Okay. Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
I haven't used this tube in I don't know, 10 years. It's still working. Were you awfully so? Everybody's so quiet today.
Well, we're watching you and we're watching Jay. And we want to
Yeah.
be quiet because Robo just showed back up, even though he ain't got his ears on.
At least
Quiet.
nobody screams at me saying, "You're doing it all wrong."
Bullshit, I'm back.
Oh crap!
Oh yeah. Welcome back, Robo. Hello. Why did
Hello,
I
Eva.
Weird. How you doing, Robo?
Caught
Very well,
red-handed,
thank
eh?
Yeah, sprung, Eva.
Yeah.
Have you got your tea yet?
No, I'm just about to go and make a cup of tea as well.
Yeah.
So I've just unloaded 800 kilos of red gum burl. So
Oh, yeah, nice. And where's the photos then?
I might take some later. All right, I'll just be back in a minute. I'm going to make myself a cuppa.
Yeah, I
Do
would.
I didn't find my real strapper, so I just, in a rush, made a new one. It works.
Just take a leather belt.
Well, it's a cutoff. Doesn't need to be any bigger, actually. But it's so nice to refresh the edges of the knife.
Yeah, helps when you cut.
It helps a lot.
So Jay, are you going to keep that flat, or are you going to have kind of a lip on the edge?
It's hard to see on the camera, but it's slightly concaved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got no definition.
It slightly goes in here, and then from here in, I go in a little bit deeper.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think a pancake would slide off that plate.
Pancakes?
Oh, oh speaking of pancakes, oh
Jay, control those fingers.
I
And,
make the best pancakes. Swedish pancakes.
Good afternoon to everybody that's come in while I've been away for a while.
most of them left since you weren't here.
Uh-oh. Dark has
Hello,
entered.
Darky. Darky. You sexy devil.
Oh crud! Speaking of the devil, look at you.
You beat me, Eva. I was going to put on the husky voice. Good afternoon, Doug, you sexy beast, you.
Oh, you sexy little devil.
How you going, Darky?
There went the Gatling. Oh, yeah, I all worked up now, Dark.
Don't get him going, Eva.
No, sorry. He's going to go all night now.
All right. I'll be back in a minute. The kettle's nearly boiling.
Yeah, Robo's doing it old school with the kettle. The way it should be.
But I haven't done this before, so I don't know how they do it. But I was trying kind of. It's just guidelines. It's not perfect, so it's just guidelines. It's. I think I want to choose that knife for that. Oh, you do you? Yeah. I just let them have a run on the slapper.
She's getting ready to carve some cats.
And now we're going to see when I start to bleed. Huh. This is I would need to cut it because it's a bit too long to handle. But okay. I need some light.
What are you going to make, Eva?
I'm just making a test. I'm trying to I never done this. I only seen ready pieces. I did some pattern here, but it's very, yeah. So now I'm going to try and carve it.
Cool.
That's what I'm doing. So I don't know really how to hold. Maybe I need to adjust this handle a little bit because it seems a bit too too
Wonky.
big for me. I want to hold it like this, and I'm not too sure you do that. But that's how I want to hold it.
I'm not all that great in carving, but maybe if you're striking a line or something, like a marking knife, you
Yeah.
hold it like that. So I mean, if you're scoring lines, I think that's a technique. I don't know. I'm far from being a carver.
Me neither.
I've wanted to get back into it. Yeah. Dark says cut and stop cuts. Cut in to where you want your line,
Oh,
where your line is. So then when you
yeah.
come back and you do paring cuts or whatever other cuts, then that'll be where the chunks should stop coming out.
Yeah, but I also wonder if you could do with your Wii. Well, I do have that also here, so I do have this little, very little. There it is. Oh, you can't see it, can you? Too little light. Well, it's a very little one, so it's a heck of a lot easier to carve with it.
Is it a V carve?
Yeah, watch that finger in front there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't feel like that was because you get a good grip within the wood. It's not. It's kind of much softer than walnut, so it didn't feel so evil as it looked.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Dark, I'm going to change my method of greeting you. Good day, you handsome hunk of manhood, you.
Do we got a boy man going on here?
A bromance.
Yeah, bromance, that's the one.
But
Wait,
this
I
only
forgot.
goes to a certain depth.
Eva, you're frozen. Oh, nope, there
I'm
it
not
goes.
frozen. You're frozen.
No, you've frozen again, Eva.
It's not me.
Very
It's,
jerky.
oops, that went too far.
That's what those stop cuts are for. Take your carving knife, put a cut at the end of where you want that groove to go.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
I mean, like I said, I know a little,
But-
not much.
It's interesting though. But maybe I get there sometimes, or someday, some year. You know.
Just keep practicing, Eva, and you'll be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
all-
must practice. That's why I need to do it.
Dark says rock your tool back and forth. It will cut more with more control.
Twist the
Instead of-
handle as you're
With
pushing
this,
it.
you mean with the knife? Then?
Oh, with that.
Ah, okay.
So instead of just pushing straight forward, just kind of push and rock at the same
A
time.
bit more like this.
I don't know. You can freeze them.
You're freezing all the time, Eva.
Well, not on my screen.
You are on ours, or on mine.
Yeah,
And
on
mine.
ours.
And Dark says, no with the gouge of the V tool.
Yeah. That's what I thought she was using.
No with the gouge or a V tool. I should not use the V tool then, in another word. You don't want me to use that. I need to use a knife. That's what you say.
No, when you're using the V tool, as you're going forward, rock it, and it will just kind of graze through what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, it kind of tears the fibers
This is-
back and forth as you're going along. Instead of forcing all through the fibers, you're splitting the fibers side to
maybe
side
that
as you're
works with
going through.
leather too. Yeah, I usually do markings on leather like that, and then I color them with some gold or silver.
Yeah.
That's why I have this tool in the first place. But I need a bigger one. This is very, very small.
I don't even look like a cat.
It's only like 1 or 2 millimeters. Yeah, I see your point, Drake. I see your point. Rocking it back and forward, and it cuts a bit better actually, and it's easier to stop it also.
Yeah, because if you're pushing through, it's got a tendency to push the fibers in front of you, almost like a snow plow.
Yeah, and I'm going. All the grains on this board is going that way. This on the other side, so I'm going to cut the grains there anyway. So.
Yeah.
But it's pretty sharp though. It still works great.
Almost looks like a Celtic knot or something.
This is not the best grip, but I need to hold the wood.
You need a vice or something.
Yeah, or C-clamp.
I mean a vice that you put on the bench, you know. I dare say you got other vices, but
I do have clamps.
Yeah, clamp.
yeah.
But you need to move it around so awfully a lot, so it's really, really hard. Hey, why aren't you doing anything? Why are you focused? Yeah, you see on my hand that I'm actually juggling it a bit.
Yeah. When you're not freezing. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I see. Oh, that one too close. Oh, it's just want to go down there. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah. Just be careful you don't slip and castrate the cat.
Fight next week.
How you going, Shay?
Hey.
Hey, Shay.
Hello, Shay.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey, Shay.
Get your monster piece done.
I did.
Which monster piece did you do this time?
Oh, I know. On my portrait I'm working on. No, I didn't get that one done yet. I got my leopard done yesterday, and I haven't really scrolled today because I had to remote in for work. But so I just started scrolling. I'll get this portrait done tonight, and I got 2 more to do tomorrow. So I'm trying to be good and not go on lives, but it's hard to not watch.
Another bloody voyeur on the channel. I don't know.
Another one.
A spoon carver.
Jay,
At least I can put my finger on this side on this one.
Jay, what are you doing that I shouldn't be seeing if you got either on the big screen?
He's doing nothing.
He's just sanding his life away.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to watch me sand, but I thought it'd be more interesting watching Eva at the moment, to be honest.
Just switch it over to Shay for a minute, please, Jay. Jeez, it sounds like a comedy duo, Shay and Jay.
So here is my leopard.
Yeah, really awesome.
Very nice.
So I'll do a backer board for this one, and then I probably will frame it, but have it look like it's kind of coming out of the frame. Something a little bit different, but yeah, here's a little.
Yeah, it's very nice.
The eyes, so nice on it.
Well, and these whiskers are like intense, so I really want to get the backer board on it before I snap anything off.
Yeah, awesome work.
That will be bad.
Yeah.
But
Did you start with the eyes or did you start with the roof?
I always start with the eyes. If you screw up an eye, you got to start over. And I'd rather start over from the beginning than halfway through it.
Robert says that's
Well,
perfect.
well done, Robert. I like that.
So Ava, is that leather?
This is leather.
Okay.
This is a piece of wood.
Okay.
It's okay. If you don't ask, you won't know.
Now,
I
could be
really
wrong in the
need
carvers.
to have. Echo, Rebel.
I could be wrong, but I think that one that you're using is called a scorp, isn't it? Darkle, correct me if I'm wrong.
Direct trans. It's a spoon knife.
Yeah, they had similar things for doing seats called scorps that were shaped like that.
Yeah, that's what I.
Oh, they can come in any shapes and any bends.
Yeah, that's right, Dark. It's a hook knife.
Oh, you call them hook knife.
Yeah.
I also have.
I think it was a spoke shave, and there was something else that I used to carve out the seats of preschool chairs.
Yeah, we used to call them scorps. They're slightly bigger than that, and it was for just putting the hollow bit in the bottom of where your bum sat.
Right.
Thanks, Dark.
Yeah, see, that's the best part of this channel is that it's not all about just one person or one craft. We always talk about everything, and each person has their own knowledge of different crafts, so that works.
I think I'm gonna go and get me a clamp. I'll be right back.
Oh, good. She's making me nervous. I think she's gonna jab herself. That thing's gonna go fly, and she's gonna stab herself.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got internal and external spoke shaves. As far as I'm concerned, spoke shaves are hard work with handles on each end.
Right.
Also have a big draw knife as well, which I use occasionally for certain things.
Mark says that's two tools I don't have is a hook knife and a spoke shave or a spoke shave.
Yeah.
Yeah, a cat should have a carver's glove on.
Yeah.
And if you do a lot of like caricatures or something like that, at least have the thumb gloves and the finger gloves.
I like those little netsukis, I think they're called, you know, the small carvings that are only about an inch or so big.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a bit dusty, is it there, Shay? Having being hard to see.
Well, I don't actually use my magnifying glass very often. I don't really like it, but it gets dust in it, and then I end up like having it right next to my face. So
My glasses get dusty, and at the end of the day, I feel like Braille, you know, having to walk out the door.
Yes, actually, probably you should probably wipe my glasses off too, because I probably can't see out of them actually.
Actually, guys, I found my exam work.
Which one is the best, Hodge?
Always. That guy's hitting on Shay. See you later, Steve. Have a good night.
Deep purple, of course. See you, Steve.
Good night, Steve. Be good.
See you later, Steve.
Right,
Thanks for
Take
coming.
care.
And here is my round stitching.
Wow.
But the judges didn't like it. They didn't like it to be completely round. They want to have a little edge here. I don't like that, so I didn't do that. So it's a little bit less piece for a Shetland pony.
I'm glad you clarified that. I thought it was something out of. I thought it was something out of a bedroom that I had to do a 4-poster bed 4 years ago.
Oh, Robo, yeah. I'm sending it to your wife to use on you now.
Oh, you said it for dark. You need to make it a little bigger.
No, Hodge, it was not. Everybody thinks I do dirty stuff. I love
And I
this
see-
kind of plant.
I see that you've got the nipple clamps on the bench there as well.
Of course.
Ooh.
The
Oh,
twisters.
Robo, you're into it tonight.
Yeah.
He's wound up tight tonight.
No, many. One of our specialties was building 4-poster beds, and I got an order from a lady one day, very nice looking lady, and she was very specific about where she wanted everything put, like the beads, the coves, and everything like that. And just jokingly, I said, "Oh, is that to stop the ropes from slipping? Is it?" And she said, "As a matter of fact, yes, it is." And then I had to install it, and of course I went up to her place to install it because king size 4-poster beds are heavy mongrel of a thing, and oh yes, there was everything hanging on the walls and everything else, and I thought, yeah, all right, and no, nice lady though.
Oh, you don't see what I'm doing right now. You just see the cuts off. It's
Yeah.
okay, keep on with the story.
No, that's it. I've had some interesting jobs over the time. Been into some interesting places.
I bet you have.
Had to make a series of cupboards for a brothel once.
Yeah,
Well,
Robert.
apparently someone has to do that.
Well, that's right. The only problem was with that was that it was virtually in my neighbourhood, and it is amazing how many people see your van parked in a brothel and tell you about it.
Oh,
They want you
Robo,
to
you
get-
were so busted.
They want a pass or
No,
a
Dark,
hookup.
Dark's asked, "Did you take it out in trade, Robbo?" And I said, "No, mate. I got to balance the books, and my wife does the books."
Well, you could put some frosting on that cake.
Oh,
Just kidding, Robo.
That's all right.
I'm just keeping it up.
Yeah, I reckon I had 15 phone calls before I got back to work. What are you doing up there? The other one said, "Geez, you've been there for 5 hours. You must be a stud."
But your wife knew where you were there, didn't she?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
She probably took the order.
Actually, that was an interesting point. One of the girls from her work actually saw me there. And she came up to Julie and she said, I don't know whether I should tell you or not. And Julie's saying, "Why? What's wrong?" Well, I saw Ian's truck parked at the Blue Light brothel. Julie said, "Oh, yeah, I know he's having an affair somewhere. I haven't caught him out yet." And she really carried it on, you know. This woman thought she was doing it real well, but when it all came out, she decided that telling gossip around the place just wasn't worth the trouble. Particularly where it concerned me.
I was going to say perspective is the worst thing ever. In a lot of situations like that.
Yeah.
It's just like when we had to go inspect uniforms. You know, most of the time, if it's guy to guy, no big deal. But if you're the senior out there and you got to inspect and there's females in the ranks, boy, you got to be really careful what you say and how you look and where your fingers are pointing and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
But you still got to be right. You know, if their ribbons are out of whack, you got to tell them, hey, this side's up too high or whatever.
Yeah, you can't do like you can with a bloke and say, "Hey, lift that up there," you know.
Yeah.
No, it's the same when I was teaching dancing. You had to be very careful about where you placed your hands or anything on women.
Oh, yeah.
Were you a dance teacher?
Yes, I was.
Oh my God! With what dances? Flamenco,
Ballroom
tango?
dancing, tango, Latin American.
Oh, all of it then. If it's ballroom.
Yep. That was a long time ago.
I could see
those
you
were the days, huh?
as a young whippersnapper sitting there or standing there dancing with your spats on and doing the deep dips with your partner, being able to take and spin them off and then pull them back in again.
Yeah, I only ever wore spats on one particular thing, and it was a pain in the neck. Well, a pain in the ankles, actually.
Yeah.
Better than
you ever do jitterbug?
Yeah, dancing? I never taught it, but I used to do it occasionally.
Yeah, that's one of the first that I actually learned, because that's what my parents, they used to dance jitterbug. They'd go out once a month to a dance hall when we still had them here in the Detroit area. Fairly nice one, and they'd swing, and one night they went and swing and sway with Sammy Kaye.
Yep.
And they were on camera for a live TV broadcast on local television. And they were picked out of a competition for it. And our grandmother come babysit, and we could watch the show on TV. It was past our bedtime, but we could stay up to see it.
Yeah, why not? You got a very jerky camera tonight, Eva, for some reason.
Why? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I want to see what Jay's doing. Jay, what are you doing?
Yeah, I try and shift the camera and see if it gets better.
He's up to putting Yorkshire Grit on it by the look of it.
Well, that's cool. I like it. I love that knot.
Where did the mouse go?
Yeah, I'm just putting some polish on it.
Dark wants to know whether it's bacon grease.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it tastes better, doesn't it? It does, yeah. Alright.
Now, this is where you really need the flat plate the plywood plate to take the tenon off on these.
Yep.
So you've got full support right around the edges.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, I've got one I used, but I took rubber matting like you would put on a shelving,
Yep.
and glued it, super glued it to the plate.
Yeah.
At least you had some suction between cells to help hold it in place. That is gorgeous.
Is this camera working better?
Yeah, it's working better on the smaller screen.
Yeah.
I'll put you back on the large screen, Eva, and we'll have a look, all right?
What is this?
2 thumbs.
I have no idea.
No, it still crashes when you go to full. When I put you on full screen.
Yeah.
Well,
It's-
see,
Could just be
you're not
the
supposed to
network
see me in
connection.
full screen. That's just it.
Yeah, that's really pretty, Jay.
Yeah, it's not bad. Nice, polished turd.
Got a bit of blue stain in it too, by the look of it.
Yeah.
You could do the same thing, and you need to get a clock mechanism, and you can make a wooden clock that way too.
Yes.
Or the wooden back, and then just get the clock kit. They're cheap.
Yep.
At least they are here.
That
pretty.
split, that crack split thing there that goes all the way
Yep.
through.
Yeah.
And Dark wants to know whether Shay does videos.
Oh,
She
boy.
does.
Go to our channel and have a look, Doc.
I do some lives. I'm gonna start doing more of them, but I do more time lapse than anything because I don't get anything done on a live.
Too much running amok, eh?
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
oops.
Hey Jay, you could do this with your extra resin.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
It's actually epoxy, but it's probably the same thing or similar. Just got
Is
to put
that
it in
mold?
mold.
Yeah, I've got plenty of those. I mean, not that specific mold, but
Yeah, just a silicone mold, and I don't know if she puts any. You put any oil or grease in? Nah, she just puts the epoxy in there, and when it hardens,
Pussy epoxy?
huh?
Did you say pussy epoxy?
No, just a epoxy or
Okay.
epoxy.
you could have asked that in the private chat too, Eva, by the way.
Could have, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she uses countertop epoxy. And you use that mica cup.
I'll show
Yes.
you the stuff I use. It's actually a company that makes fiberglass resin.
Mm-hmm.
Is that thin enough, Robbo, or what? Oh, he's bloody ignoring me now.
He's talking with somebody.
boy.
He'll have to go back and watch the video again.
This is the resin that I use.
All right. Casting resin. Yeah. Yeah, she uses 2-part tabletop epoxy.
Yep. Yeah, personally, I'm not really keen on the stuff where you got to add a liter of each. The hardener's just going to be watered down. I think it is anyway. So I have drops. That's how concentrated this stuff is. Like 10 drops or something I need, and that's it.
Yeah, here's a pair that she used the mica powder in, mixed it with the epoxy.
Oh yeah. Yep. Nice.
Dark says, okay, Shay has like 4 videos. I'll check them out. Just want to see her work. Yep, go to Midnight Scroll Her on YouTube. You can find them.
Huh. See, you just pointed that out. I never actually really noticed that about your name, Shay. Scroll Her. I just looked at it and seen Scroll Her, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I was there when she got the
the way the
name.
brain works. It's the way the brain works.
So there was actually already a Midnight Scroller.
Okay.
So I went with Midnight Scroll Her.
Yep.
Thanks to John.
Thanks to John. John named me.
I'm working on.
Yeah, you're gonna put in a link.
Yep. If that's all right with you, Shay.
Yeah, that's awesome. More of my work is actually on my Midnight Scroll Her Facebook page than anything, but
We better find that too.
Yeah.
I'll go one better.
Oh, crud. Did it again. Give me the mile-long link.
Oh, it feels like I have to stop here or I would dig to China with this spoon. But it's really hard to get the nice finishing cuts on it. And now comes the part where I wish I had, well, I actually have that and I have a clamp here, but that's going to be so dirty. I need to get something to pick up the dust.
Shay.
Yes. Sorry. I'm trying to decide if I want to redo this one.
You can add links now if you want. You can add links now if you like.
Oh.
There. I got your YouTube. You can put in Facebook if you want.
All right. I don't even know how. I gotta go grab it, I think.
I know. I had to copy the links. And the first time when I first went on your page, it gave me the Facebook mess, and it was like 10 miles long.
Oh, okay. I will try to figure out which one it is because I don't actually send it out very often.
Hey, Robbo.
Yes,
I asked you a question before, but you took your headphones off and walked away. So
no, I had Julie out there. That was why.
Is that?
What?
I'll try and get the light right. Is that thin enough?
Yeah, no, that's a good size for a plate. You don't want to make them too thin. The simple reason they just break. So.
Yeah.
6 to 8 millimeters is a good size for a plate.
All right.
Sorry, Jay, I wasn't ignoring you.
Well, don't go back and watch the video, all right? just to make him go back and watch it, you know.
I normally do go back and watch them, actually.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. Quick, delete that. Quick. What's Eva doing?
Sure.
Hello. Somebody turned the lights out, Shay.
Hey, there we go.
Hey Shay, is most of your Facebook or your pictures on your timeline or your on Facebook?
On my personal or my business one?
Well, let's see. I guess I'm looking at the personal one. The Shay Lee even more else.
Yeah, Midnight Scroll Her is my saw one.
Raw. All I see is a bunch of portraits on there.
But I don't know how to actually. Here, I'll put it in the private chat.
All right.
You can do what you do because I have no idea.
I've just been figuring it out.
I got the little link though. Hey. Okay, I have a question for you. I really having a hard time with this one. I think I'm going to start over. Do you guys think I should because her nose is funny? Oops. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, I can't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
No, her nose looks fine.
All right.
I mean, it does look like an upside down butt, but
I know, but that's what I keep thinking.
no,
And I don't.
Just kidding, Jay. It's fine. It's fine. I knew you'd flip out.
No, that's what I keep looking at. I'm like, oh, that looks kind of funky for a nose, but maybe I'll hollow out her nostrils a little more or something. I don't know. I might end up redoing this one.
Well, you could put a sign up, Shay. Pick the penis.
Speaking of which, there was a meme on there that had a black cat and had white face on it, and the way that the white was going up his face, yeah, it was that on his face. At least that's what it looked like. And the question was, what should I name this cat?
Monkey butt, monkey butt.
No, don't name it Monkey Butt. That's me.
Oh.
CJ, I got more than one name, always.
Yeah.
Multiple
So whatever you want to call me, it don't matter.
Except late for a meal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You get in trouble for that.
I get hollered at if I'm spend too much time in my shop and don't go and eat.
Yeah.
Those are all buttons, sorry.
Been there, done that.
But I have also passed out from not eating too much or eating enough in a day.
I had a job a few years ago where I was running a bit behind, but the customer was absolutely desperate for them. I was doing veranda posts, and he said, look, he said, can you ring me as soon as they're done? I don't care what time it is. He said, can you give me a call? So I didn't have a clock in the workshop at that time. So I'm busy working away. Got them all finished, rang him up. A very sleepy voice goes, hello. I said, oh, those veranda posts are finished for you, Don. He said, you know what bloody time it is? And I said, I have no idea, to be quite honest, but I'll finish your post. He said, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, well, when are you coming to pick them up?
Thanks, Jay.
Bloody hell, you noticed it straight away. That's rude.
Yeah, I seen it. It went from being a big red mark to a small one. I looked down. I'm like, yep, you done got me.
Yay! I used my saw. I'm so happy.
What saw do you got?
It's very dusty. It's just one of them.
Oh, those Japanese.
Chinese pull
Japanese.
saw. Japanese pull saw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
they're
got something,
fantastic.
Yeah, it's a cheap one though.
you got
Yeah,
something
they're
on the camera there, Eva.
G'day, Mike. How are you?
Is there something just dangling over
Hi,
the
Mark.
top of your camera? Oh, there we go. That's better.
Hi, Mike. Welcome.
There you go, Mike.
Oh, it's
Howdy,
Mike. Mikey.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, you missed
Daylight
everything. I
midnight
carved
football.
and carved and
Yep.
carved.
Reese
Yeah.
got a popular name tonight because all of us have at least one mic. We're using them. Except Blair, he won't laugh or talk.
He won't even unmute his mic.
Just gets me in trouble. That's all.
Only Jamison can poke him in the ear, so.
But Blair, honestly, I have never heard you say anything to get you in trouble here.
Well, that's why I don't talk.
But
No temptation.
Now, the only time he gets in trouble is when he moves his chair and it squeaks all over the place. That's why he keeps muting himself, because he knows I'm going to razz him about not having any WD-40. About time.
Oh, look at that.
Ah,
I razzed him last night in the chat for it.
He found it.
Hey, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Tammy just got home, so we will see you guys later.
All right.
All right, bro.
Okay.
See you later, Blair.
bye-bye,
Yeah,
Blair.
Bye, Blair.
Bye.
Well, you look like a mountain man.
There you go, Mark. Oh, you can't really see it. There you go, Mike. That's what I did. A plate.
Why does it sound like you say Mark all the time?
Mike, because we're lazy and we pronounce our M's a bit different, if that's all right with you, lady.
Well, I can say Mike too, but I don't say Mark.
Mike. Mike. Mike.
Mike.
Oh, he
Like
needs to come and talk to us again.
Sounds like we're on Finding Nemo.
That's it.
Yeah.
Mine?
You know, that was the only part of that show that I wet myself laughing at, is where the seagulls were trying to get the fish on the pier. The rest of it, like, my wife reckons it's great. She takes the grandkids to all the kids shows because she likes some of the Disney ones.
Right?
She reckons that she doesn't feel bad about going by herself when she's got the kids with her.
There's a lot of grown up that doing that.
There's a lot of adult jokes in those things too, so it's got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and if you actually look at a lot of the Disney movies, there's a lot of artistic creations in a lot of them.
Innuendos.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
the early
think-
one, Walt encouraged that. That
They
way,
did or didn't.
parents, when they took their kids, would catch them, but the kids wouldn't.
Right.
It was the adult side of the movie.
Well, you hope that the kids didn't catch it. I don't know so much these days, I tell you.
Yeah, well, times have changed.
Yep.
The kids here come up with stuff that I have to sit back and think about. Then they just laugh and walk on.
Right.
All right. I reckon I'm going to knock it on the head.
Oops.
All right then, Jay.
Yep, have a
Alrighty,
good
sir.
night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for coming in, everyone. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye, Darky.
Yep.
Bye-bye, Hodge. Bye-bye, Mike.
Yep. Bye-bye, everybody.
y'all later.
Bye.
All right.